Hello everyone, this is Lata Akala. In this video we are going to study about permanent tissue. So in our previous video we have completed about what is meristematic tissue and their classification. So in that what we have studied from the meristematic tissue, the cells from that meristematic tissue they get differentiated into the permanent tissue. That means the permanent tissue is originated from the meristematic tissue only. And how it is originated now we will see. Within the permanent tissue, the cells from the primary and the secondary meristems they divide and they get differentiated and form the primary and secondary permanent tissues. So from the primary meristematic tissue, primary permanent tissue develops. From the secondary meristematic tissue, secondary permanent tissue will develop. And how it forms? Here, the new cells which are formed from the primary and secondary meristems, they after several divisions, they lost their ability to divide. And the cells which lost the ability to divide, they are called as permanent or mature cells. The cells which lost the ability to divide are called as permanent or mature cells. That means the meristematic tissue they consist of immature cells, whereas the permanent cells they consist of mature cells, and these mature cells or permanent cells they form the permanent tissue. And these permanent tissue they carry out specific functions in the plant body. And we are studying that these is for meristematic cells only they get differentiated into the permanent cells. How the differentiation occur? What is the differentiation? The differentiation is nothing but maturation of the plant cells. Here the meristematic tissue they consist of immature cells. If they get mature, that is called as differentiation. Those mature cells will form the permanent cells. And if you see the classification of these permanent tissues, the permanent tissues can be classified into two types: simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. If you see the simple permanent tissue, it is formed by only one type of cells, whereas the complex permanent tissue was formed by more than one type of the cells. Here, these simple permanent tissue they consist of single type of cells which will have the same function. Here these complex permanent tissue they have more than one type of cells, but they all together they carry out only single function. The simple permanent tissue will classified into three types. They are parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Whereas the complex permanent tissue is divided into xylem and phloem. If I see the first one, parenchyma. This parenchyma, it forms a major component in roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruits, and all these. The bulk of the plant body is formed by this parenchyma only. So these are the filling cells. They form the bulk of the all these structures such as roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruits, and in the seeds also. And during the maturation of these permanent tissues from the meristematic tissues to permanent tissue they get mature, right? During that process some of the cells they lost their protoplasm. Some of the cells may be dead cells also, but here these parenchyma cells they contain protoplast. That means they are the living cells only. And the shapes of these parenchyma cells are, they may be, some of them may be spherical shape, oval shape, round shape and polygonal also. And the walls of these parenchyma cells are thin wall made up of cellulose, made up of the material, the plant cell wall containing material which is cellulose. These cells may be, some of the parenchyma cells they are loosely arranged with some intercellular spaces. These are the intercellular spaces. Are some of them will be tightly packed without having any intercellular space. See here, nothing, no space is present, whereas in some cells they have intercellular spaces are present. And these Parenchyma cells, they perform several functions. The main function of these parenchyma is the storage of the food. The most of these parenchyma, they store the food in the form of carbohydrates, oils, proteins and fats in the plant body. And some of the parenchyma members, they form the chloroplasts also. The parenchyma which form the chloroplasts are called as chlorenchyma. So helps in the photosynthesis function also. Some parenchyma members, they helps in the secretion such as resins, nectar and oil. So some are secretory in function, and some parenchyma are called as aerenchyma. In plants such as hydrophytes, hydrophytes means the plants which live in the water are called as hydrophytes. In those hydrophytes, there are big air cavities are present. These air cavity were filled with air. They also helps in the gaseous exchange also. The main function of these aerenchyma was they help the plant in buoyancy, that is for the floating on the surface of the water. These air cavities are filled with the air, hence they are called as aerenchyma. So this aerenchyma helps in the buoyancy of the plants, but for buoyancy is nothing but floating on the surface of the water. So this is about the functions of the parenchyma. Once again I will revise the important points. What are the permanent tissue? Permanent tissue is nothing but the meristematic tissue only. The meristematic tissue after division that get differentiated into the permanent tissue. If the primary meristematic tissue is develops into the primary permanent tissue, secondary meristematic tissue differentiate into the secondary permanent tissue. The new cells formed from this primary and secondary meristematic tissue, these cells, they lost the ability to divide. Those cells are called as permanent or mature cells. Those mature cells or permanent cells will form only the permanent tissue, and these permanent tissue are assigned for several specific functions to carry out in the future. And here these meristematic cells, they differentiate into the permanent tissue. What is the differentiation? The differentiation is nothing but the maturation of the plant cells is called as differentiation. The permanent tissue was classified into two types. They are simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. The simple permanent tissue, the cells, they consist of one type of cells, and whereas the complex permanent tissue, they consist of more than one type of the cells, but they carry out the single function. And here the simple permanent tissue was classified into parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma, whereas the complex permanent tissue was divided into xylem and phloem. If we want to see about the parenchyma, they form the major component of the plant parts such as stems, roots, leaves, seeds, fruits. For all them, the bulk of the plant body is formed by this parenchymatic cells only. They have the protoplasm, and hence they are the living cells. The cells are thin-walled and made up of cellulose. They are in different shapes like spherical shape, oval shape, round shape, polygonal shape, and these cells may be loosely packed or closely with the intercellular spaces, or some of them will be tightly packed with no intercellular spaces. You see the functions. What are the main functions? They mainly carry out the storage functions. They are also helps in the secretory functions. Some of the parenchyma which form the chloroplast are called as chlorenchyma. Some parenchyma members, they have the air cavities which are called as aerenchyma, which will be helpful for the hydrophytic plants in the buoyancy. So with this we have completed the parenchyma. In the next video we are going to study about the collenchyma and the sclerenchyma. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, the Akula Biology Tutorial. Please keep watching.